Good morning, y'all. It's The View from the Pew. It's Friday morning. I believe it's June the 5th, and it's good to be studying God's Word this morning. I've had the chance to already hear some preaching this morning and really been blessed by it. I want to share with you a passage that talks about this very simple command from Jesus Christ. And remember why we're learning this. His word to us in Matthew 28 is, if you're going to make disciples, if you're going to disciple the nations, you have to know, and then you have to teach others to observe what he commanded them to do, those first disciples to do. So what did he command them to do? Well, we've learned a lot of what he's commanded them to do, but I want to bring you to this one today. It simply says, invest in heaven. Invest in heaven. Matthew 6:19 through 21 says this: Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal, but lay up for yourself treasures in earth where neither moth nor rust destroys and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. You know, it's good to know in a world where we lock our doors and where we talk about rioters and looters and things like that, nobody can steal what you invest in heaven. It's not like the stock market. It doesn't go up and down. It isn't like a safe that can be taken or broken into. It isn't something that can be taken away from you if you take the time to invest in heaven. That is there forever, and that'll be there when you get there. So how do you invest in heaven? Well, I think you live a godly life. You live a godly witness. You lead others to Christ. Because isn't it awesome to think of the opportunity you'll have when you see Jesus face to face? And you'll potentially, don't know for certain, but I think it may happen, potentially be able to talk to those in heaven and be reunited with those in heaven who will say to you, quote, because of your impact, I'm here, unquote. Wouldn't that be awesome? So invest in heaven. Set your mind on things above and not the things of this world. It's clearer than ever in the world in which we live that this is not our home. We sure don't want it to be. As much as I love the earth, the only person who can fix it is Jesus. And the only hope for our world is Jesus. So invest in heaven. Lay not up for yourself treasures on earth, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven. And by doing so, you'll show where your heart is. A couple of words real quick about Sunday. I want to remind you we're still on our 9:30, 11 o'clock worship schedule through the month of June. And also want to encourage you, we've asked our Sunday school classes independently to determine whether they're going to meet or not. And some may be on site, some may not. We certainly want to do everything we can to follow our state guidelines, health guidelines. But please be in prayer for our particular county, Jones County, that has been hit heavily by this coronavirus, especially during this time. We can't do some of the things some other places are doing because we are right in the heat of it right now. And so we're trying to buckle down. We're trying to use wise decisions. But we want to continue to provide the very best worship opportunities for folks we can. So we want to encourage you. We'll have Sunday school up 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon online if you want to check it there. We do have some classes meeting. Check with your Sunday school, see what they're doing if you don't know. Whether you can meet or not is fine, but just make sure your class is together on that. And we're going to get to the other side of this. You know what? We're going to get to the other side of everything because of this. Our treasure's not on earth. Our treasure is in heaven. Beloved, we're just passing through. So let us rejoice that our treasure is in heaven. And today, find a way to invest in heaven. God bless you. I hope you have a great Friday.